see y'all. We about to do what it do this morning. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen, baby. How y'all doing this morning? It's good to see y'all. Thank you for rocking with me this morning. The title of this foolery is Tiffany Haddish allegedly, okay, let's make that clear, allegedly said that slaves are needed to build a nation. Okay? She allegedly said it. Now, there's a TikToker that is going viral, okay, because of these words that she allegedly said she heard Tiffany Haddish say at a I think it was a movie review or something like that. But we're gonna go deep into it. We're gonna find out what's going on. 2019, Tiffany Haddish, right? 2019, she got naturalized. Okay, so and um, she found out her family history. Good morning, Melania. How are you? So I want y'all to listen to what this TikToker said, and then we gonna dissect this foolery. Melania, baby, if we get any trolls in here, just kick them out. You don't have to time them out, okay, baby? I appreciate you. So let's go into it, and I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for showing up for me this morning. I greatly appreciate it. From everybody that is watching in the clouds. And even if you don't like my motherfucking content, okay? Hit the like button because y'all motherfuckers is here. So hit the like button if you feel my content. If you don't feel my content, listen, kick motherfucking rocks. You ain't making me upset. Kick rocks, okay? If you feel my shit, hit the like button. If you don't, go ahead. All right? Damn it. Now, Melania, remember what I told you, baby. Any trolls, just kick them out. I don't care who they are. Just kick them out. Now, we about to go into it. Listen up, y'all, real good. Listen up. Hey, Tara, what's up, baby?
So I was never going to talk about my interaction with this particular celebrity, but the state of the world being what it is now and this celebrity choosing to be the op, I thought, why not? I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to get sued, but I feel like as soon as I start talking, you'll know. So my friend is an entertainment journalist, and she usually invites me as her plus one to like premieres or parties or whatever she gets to go to. So she got invited to the Nope experience at Universal Studios, and she took me.
Okay, she said her friend got invited to the Nope experience, and she took her. Okay, so we about to go into it more.
The States when I was 2, and this actor is half Eritrean. I don't usually get to see people who are from my country who look like me, especially growing up on TV. You know, like we had Nipsey Hussle, rest in power, I love him. So I said to this celebrity, hey, I'm Eritrean. I'm a refugee, I was born there. Like, I think it's really cool to see somebody like you on TV. Like, it's nice to see like representation of our people in Hollywood. I rarely get to see that, if ever. This is before I knew who this person like really was, so don't fault me for that. Anyway, we get to talking, whatever, and I was like, isn't it sad the state of our country right now? Because what's happening is not great. It's a dictatorship after the war. He's been in power since the war ended, and it's just not.
Okay, so she's talking about her president, the president of their country, okay? Now she's still talking to Tiffany, allegedly, okay, y'all?
Like, journalists are being thrown in jail. It's not a good status right now. And she said to me, well, he invited me to the country and I had a great time. And I was like, yeah, but what he's doing is not great for our people. And she's like, he was really nice to me. So, I mean, we had the States when I was 2, and this actor is half.
So now Tiffany said that the president invited her to the country and he treated her amazing, right? Now, this young woman who is a TikToker, she's a refugee, okay? And she said, but the state of our country is in trouble because of this man. After the war, he still stayed in power. How many presidents y'all know that have done that? Even in Niger too, this has happened as well. So now let's get into it. Not saying it's in Niger right now, but the president that is now, well, was before, okay? He was the general, okay? And now he got somebody else in power. And they still say Obori is still running Nigeria, even though he's not, he's not physically inside 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 the presidency, okay? But that's for another story, y'all. Now, this young lady is very upset. She's upset with Tiffany, and she has the right to be, because Tiffany sat up there and said, well, he was good to me, knowing that this president was a whole heap of trouble for everybody else. But he invited her, and she said she had a good time. Shout out to Tracy. Shout out to Tara. What's up, Jay? What's going on? Hill, I see you in the house. How you doing, honey? So we about to get into it. You welcome, Jay. No problem, sir. Here we go. We about to get into it, y'all.
Eritrean. I don't usually get to see people who are from my country who look like me, especially growing up on TV. Like we had Nipsey Hussle, rest in power, I love him. So I said to this celebrity, hey, I'm Eritrean. I'm a refugee. I was born there. Like, I think it's really cool to see somebody like you on TV. Like, it's nice to see like representation of our people in Hollywood. I rarely get to see that, if ever. This is before I knew who this person like really was. So
she said before.
Anyway, we get to talking, whatever, and I was like, isn't it sad the state of our country right now? Because what's happening is not great. It's a dictatorship after the war. He's been in power since the war ended, and it's just not like journalists are being thrown in jail. It's not a good status right now. And she said to me, well, he invited me to the country and I had a great time. And I was like, yeah, but what he's doing is not great for our people. And she's like, he was really nice to me. So, I mean, we had the States when I was 2.
There we go. Here's the next one.
And I was like, oh, she's not getting it. So I said, this.
Now, the TikToker is like, she's not getting it. He was nice to you. He was good to you. But the state of our country is in trouble. Right? She's telling Tiffany this, allegedly.
The state of our country is not great because of him, because he's taken so much power and, like, is not treating our people well. And I kid you not, this is the interaction that I never wanted to speak about. She looked at me and said he needed slaves to build that country.
He needed slaves to build that country. That's what she said. He needed slaves to build that country. Okay? Trigger warning, everybody. Y'all know the slavery talks is painful. So, trigger warning, everybody. You feel me? Here we go.
We had just gotten out of a 30-year war for our independence.
30-year war for the independence. 30 years of war, y'all.
It's a war that my father fought in. And you're telling me that this person needed slaves to build our country? And I said, what? There's no, he did not need slaves. And she said, how do you build a country? And I say, the same way you build an army without a government.
Now she's saying, how do you build a country? How do you build a nation without slaves, right? Let's go into it.
The EPLF formed together because there was a bunch of people who wanted to stand up for themselves. And those people would have gladly rebuilt that country without being slaves. And then I said to her, so what do you think about George Washington? Like, what do you think about America?
Now she asked her, what do you think about George Washington? What do you think about America? Here we go, y'all.
And she said, George Washington needed slaves.
George Washington needed slaves.
I swear, I'm not
allegedly.
Together. And I was like, oh, she's not getting it. So I said, I'm not making this up. This is a quote, direct quote. George Washington needed slaves. I don't know if she was like rage baiting me, but like, why would you ever even say anything like that to a stranger? Like, what? So that is when I looked at my friend who brought me. She looks at me and I said, I want to get out of here. She said, all right. Got on the shuttle, went back to her car, drove all the way home. Anyway, we don't claim her at all. And if you're East African and you're Eritrean, I know you don't claim her either. So yeah, I just wanted to.
Now she said we don't claim Tiffany at all. If you're East African, we don't claim Tiffany Haddish at all. Now I'm going to share something with you. We have to have this discussion because a lot of us believe that Caucasian people just came to Africa to just steal us. Okay. Now, from the sins of Africa, good morning, Brace. How are you, honey? What's going on? Embrace the grace, my sister. How you doing, honey? Lanes, I see you, honey. So now we have to have this discussion. A lot of people don't like to have this discussion, but we have to have this discussion. A lot of us were brought here because of the greed of our kings. A lot of us were brought here because of the greed from our kings. Good morning, Mr. He said, how are you? A lot of us were brought here because of the greeds of our kings. I got to say that one more time. We were brought here because of the greed of our ancestors. When we sit up here and we want to just blame Caucasian people from taking us from Africa, you got to look at our ancestors, okay? There was a lot of things, and they did not just they did not just trade slaves in just America. It was not just America. It was all over. Okay? Africa let a lot of us go out through slavery because of the greed of money. Why do you think Africa is the oldest? She's supposed to be a superpower. She's the oldest. Okay? She's the grandma of the world. She's supposed to be a superpower. Okay? The other nations who call themselves superpower, you have Russia, you have United States, you have France and Britain and China, all these other places that they call themselves superpower. They're nothing compared to Africa. Do you understand? Africa is the grandmother of all of them. Okay? Because we all know first life started in Africa. I want y'all to understand that part. So because of Africa greed and our ancestors' greed, Africa has slowed down. Now it's picking up. It's trying to fly high now because what has happened is they have learned the difference. They have learned the difference, okay? Okay? They have learned the difference that now they need to come home and fix home. They have learned that they need to build at home. If they go abroad, they still need to come back and build at home. They have learned that now. So that's why you see Africa is changing. It's looking beautiful and everything. You know what I'm saying? But we always see images of Africa that it look crazy. It is not. Africa is beautiful. Their houses are big. The houses that we pay for our mortgage is not compared to the buildings that they have in Africa. I want you to know this. The land, the buildings look like mansions, regular houses. Okay? Now, yes, they have some parts that don't look developed at all. They don't. I mean, they do. They have parts that don't look available, presentable at all. Okay? Just like America have. But Africa, the thing is that when they were giving us through slavery, right? Because they were selling us. Our own people were selling us. So when they were selling us through slavery, they didn't think that Africa would be in trouble like that in the future. Because if they knew that, they would not have let none of us go. They would not have let none of us go. All I'm saying is that for their greediness, hey, I dodged the trap. How are you, baby? For their greediness, they have destroyed Africa in a sense for many years because of their greediness. Okay? And that love of money at that time. So we can't just get up here and say America, America, America. Yes, all these nations had their evil hand in Africa. All these nations. But also our kings sold us too. For material, for weapons, okay? for wine, liquor, all these things. All right. So there's other things that have happened that we trying to sit up here and just say it was the US, it was America. No, it wasn't just America. There was other nations as well. Okay. So now she's saying that Tiffany said, allegedly, that Tiffany said that slaves are needed to build a nation. Okay? This is what she said. Slaves are needed to build a nation. Okay? Now, this is painful to say, but is Tiffany right? Is she right? When they took slaves from Africa, they didn't just take regular people. They didn't take regular people. They took architects, agriculture. They didn't just take regular people. They took doctors. It just wasn't, we just wasn't hiding somewhere that our civilization looked terrible. That's not true. They had amazing math scholars, scientists, all that. They didn't just take regular slaves, y'all. They did not. They didn't just take regular people that you just saw. They took people who were scholars and brought them all over the world. Why do you think other nations thrived off of the mindset of African slaves? And African slaves didn't even have the right to patent anything. They didn't. They made up. They built stuff on these plantations, but they didn't have the right to say that they built it. Their slave master took the right. Okay, because slaves did not have the right back then. Okay, now my problem is that she sat up here and she thought, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Hold on. Okay. I just had to check on the dog real quick, see if he okay. I heard some barking. So she sat up there and was like, well, this is what I think. Because when I went back home, okay, I had a wonderful time with the president. He treated me well. Does that excuse the sins of the past from the president? That doesn't excuse it. It doesn't excuse the sins of the past. You know, I'm going to share something with you. A lot of melanated people, when we look at African people, right? A lot of us African Americans, when we look at African people, it's not that we dislike y'all. It's not that we dislike African people from the motherland. Some of us are hurt that we were sold. I'm just some of us are hurt that we were sold. Okay? So now what it is that when you sit up here and you hear her say this on social media, that Tiffany Haddish said that slaves were needed to build nations. It's painful to hear a woman who was born and raised in America say that. Because as much as our ancestors went through here, it's painful to hear that. It's painful to hear that. For her to get up here and say that. So now, with that being said, when you hear people say, we need to forgive, right? We need to forgive. A lot of people say this, we need to forgive. For you to forgive, a healing has to go on. For us to forgive Mama Africa, a healing needs to go on. A lot of us are here because of the sins of our kings. Okay? A lot of us are here because of the sins of our kings. And it hurts. Do you know how many people from your bloodline has been tortured, has been dismayed and ripped from their families? It's painful to hear it. Now, when this young woman came and started saying who, she didn't even mention Tiffany, but all she did was mention the nation. hmm And everybody knew that it was her. They all knew something was not right. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I'm doing a lag. I don't know what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm doing a lag. Okay, that's what it is. It's the internet. Sorry, y'all. So, with that being said, Tiffany got some issues. She got some issues. Allegedly, if she really said this, she got some issues. There's a lot of stars that have issues, but she one of them. Okay? For her to say a nation needs slaves for it to build, it does not. A nation does not. It doesn't need slaves to build. They chose to do that. You understand? The people who took them away chose to make them um for like free labor. That's what they did. But they also tortured these people. It's not just America. Other nations did the same thing. But for her to agree with something like that, her ancestors is probably turning in their grave because nobody wants to be slaves. Nobody wanted to be slaves. But in American history, they never teach us about how many uprising was here in America. How many uprising our ancestors had done here. You only hear a few uprising, and then you'll hear that they decimated towns. I want y'all to understand this. Our ancestors were never weak, but they always portray that in a book. Our ancestors were never weak. Okay? They were never weak. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how strong? Okay? All you got to do is look at look at the bloodline. Do you see how we excel in everything? They didn't just come to Africa because they like, oh, we gonna get free labor. No, they came because we are highly educated. Do you understand? Highly educated. Body frame, well endowed. Okay? From the men to the women, well endowed. Builders, architects, same thing. Agriculture, scientists. They didn't just come to Africa just to say, oh, I want to enslave. They didn't. I want to get slaves. They did not just come there. They came, first of all, these nations were built, all these nations were built on the backs of slaves from Africa. So how is it that we don't know anything? How is it that they always classify Africa as they're not smart, they don't know anything? This is a lie. Hey, Ricky, what's up, honey? It's good to see you. Allegedly, Tiffany Haddish agreed with this foolery. Allegedly. That she said nations need to be built. Nations need to be built, and they need slaves. Now, I don't know what prompted her to say this to this woman. And just because they're from the same nation, same country, I don't know what prompted her to tell this woman that. And the woman was distraught because she's a refugee. Her father fought in that 30-year war. Her father fought in that war. I don't know. But on African American side, okay, on our side, A lot of us feel pain when we see Africa. Because some of us even ask this question, why did you sell us? White folks didn't just come to Africa just to come. We were sold, y'all. It wasn't that they just captured us. This is what we always believed. But they didn't just capture us. We were sold. Ricky said Haddish is trash and a panda. Mm-mm. We were sold. It wasn't that they just came to come get us. It wasn't like that. We were sold. A lot of wars happened with other parts of Africa. It could have been another tribe nearby that a king had, because some kings had links with Caucasian people. All over the world, they had links with these people. And so other tribes were scared of them because they knew if they fought them, okay, they knew if they fought them that they would be enslaved and then they would be sent abroad out of Africa. This is the truth. Hey, Miss Israel, how are you, honey? So when we get up here and say that Africa had nothing to do with it, that they just that Caucasian people, French, Britain, and all of them just came and snatched us up, that's not true. A lot of our kings, our ancestors had hands to play in this because the slave trade made them rich. The slave trade made them rich. And even when America stopped the slave trade and Britain stopped the slave trade, right? Other nations were still doing it, and Africa was still sending these people out. Africa was the biggest slave trade business. They were in big business back then. They were the biggest in the world because they found out that money, they can get rich off selling us. Okay? So when we have this mindset that it was them just coming over stealing us, that's not true. That's not true. It is not true. We were sold. We were sold. We can't just put full blame on all these other nations that came to get us. We were sold. Our kings told them it's okay. And our kings didn't even understand what they were doing. They didn't know they were pushing Africa into dark ages. They did not know that because they were sending their biggest and brightest abroad. Okay, even some kings were sending their children abroad thinking that the children will be treated well in education, and the children didn't even come back. Until the ones who did come back from all over the world, different nations, that they came back to Africa and they told the kings, this is what's really going on. See, Africa didn't know we were going to be abused like that in other nations. They didn't know that. They thought they were sending us there to sell us to build stuff. That's what they thought. They didn't know they was lynching us. They didn't know they was burning us alive. They didn't know all these things. This is trigger warning, everybody. They didn't know all these things. So now when the ones who made it back to Africa and told them, that's when the slaves was like, wait a minute, I mean, this is when our kings was like, nuh-uh, wait a minute, But by that time, America and Britain and France was like, we don't want no more slaves. We don't want to do no more slave business because remember, the union was formed. And for these nations to join the union, okay, you could not deal in slavery anymore. You see what I'm saying? There's a problem there. There's a problem there. And for this young woman to sit up here and say nations need slaveries, needed slaves to build nations. You need slaves to build nations. That's not true. That is not true. But you know, some of y'all be just coming out of the woodwork with some foolery out your mind. And y'all be thinking that shit makes sense. So this woman right here, she said that they no longer claiming Tiffany. She said it for everybody. They no longer claiming Tiffany no more. They no longer claiming Tiffany. Okay? Tara, thank you, baby, for the $5 super chat. History lesson. Take heed to the message. Good look is up for yourself. Oh, good look, it's up for yourself. Okay, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. So, all I'm saying, y'all, is that everybody that's skin folk ain't kinfolk. Okay? Everybody that's skin folk ain't kinfolk. Some of us have a different mindset when it comes to our ancestors being enslaved. Okay? Some of us don't care. They don't care. It wasn't them, you know. And so they have this warped thing in their mind that slavery was okay. Even Kanye, when he got up here and was like, it was a choice. It was not a choice. It was not a choice. And I'm gonna share something with you. They had a lot of backbiters back then. They had a lot of backbiters. Because I'm gonna share something else with y'all. They deleted the ones that were strong. The ones that were strong, that looked like gods walking on those plantations, they deleted them. Because they didn't want them to teach the other ones to uprise. I just want y'all to know that. I just want y'all to know that. A lot of them. Now, I know that this is a sad conversation that we talking about today. But only why I'm talking about it is because allegedly Tiffany said it. Tiffany Haddish, allegedly. You know, and it's sad to say, but a lot of melanated people think like this. It's sad to say, but a lot of melanated people think like this. And I'm going to share something else with you. If our kings and our ancestors knew that this would have pushed Africa back um, so many centuries, they would have never done this mess. They would have never done this mess at all. They wouldn't have done this mess. If they knew it was going to push Africa back like this, they would have never even signed up for that. Because if you look at Mama Africa now, Mama Africa could be a superpower. She could be. If all of us was still there, she would be a superpower. I'm not saying we wouldn't have disagreements, because every family have a disagreement, but she would be a superpower right now. All the minerals that she have in her ground, nobody could come and just enslave a whole nation. Look at the Congo. Look at the Congo. You don't hear nobody talking about the Congo. Nobody talks about the Congo. Even on my side too, as a content creator, nobody talks about the Congo. The Congo is in trouble. But because the mineral that they have in the ground is needed for our phones, okay? Needed for our phones and other things too. They don't see anything wrong with all those people passing away in the Congo, in those mines. That even children are passing away. But we quickly here to talk about Israel, and we quickly here to talk about Palestine. But we do not talk about the Congo. Okay? We don't talk about the Congo. All those people just passing away, dying, minding in those mines. Nobody talks about that. It's a genocide over there. But nobody's saying nothing, because all the powerful nations at B are reaping the benefits of that mineral that's being dug in those mines. And I'm going to share something with you. I know y'all always like, mama, colorism don't play a part in it. Colorism don't play a part in it. But I'm going to share something with you. It does. It does. I know some of y'all don't want to believe it, but it does. It plays a big part. When you are brown skinned, people put in the mind that you deserve it. Like you some type of evil. Do you remember Webster Dictionary back in the day? They would say black was unclean. It was evil. Mm-hmm. And so people put in their mind when you brown skin, that they don't care. They don't care. Anything can happen to you. They don't care. And when I put these two things together, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. When I put these two things together, right? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I had to let the dog in because he get outside sometimes, but he want to come inside. So when I put these two things together, when we were talking about Cassie and we was talking about Kim, right? Now a lot of people put in the comments, nah, I ain't see what Kim was going through. It's cause y'all ain't want to see. The girl was sad all the time. Every picture you saw her and she was sad. Something was wrong. But when Cassie was sad in those pictures and stuff like that, nobody batted an eye. You see? Colorism plays a part, but nobody wants to believe that. Colorism plays a part in a lot of things that happen because it's like the dark skinned one deserves it. Because look at the genocide that's going on in Congo. All those people, babies and everything, they all brown skin. Nobody is saying anything. You don't even see the world news saying nothing about the Congo. CNN, who said they are the world news, you don't hear nothing about the Congo. All those people dying. All because of a mineral that is in the ground. Don't you know if Africa understood how a powerful nation that they was back then when slavery was going on, they would have kept everything in house. They would have built everything in house. And all these other nations would be coming to them for everything. They would be coming to them for everything. And Africa would not be letting people come into their land. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't let people come into their land and start building mines. You couldn't. You could not. If we were strong and united back then, because that would have just built bloodlines. And what would have happened is we would have just been married off into other tribes so that you keep the link together. We just would have been married off into other tribes so no war would be going on. Do you understand? We will have disagreements. But if you marry your girls into different tribes, right? Your daughter is there. The bloodline is there. It just continues. But our kings didn't understand that. It was the love of money, y'all. The love of money. That's what messed us up. The love of money. Panther, thank you, sir, for the $10 super chat. Okay, family. Nations that refuse to build their own countries enslaves others. The black man built America because those who fled their nations could not build due to lack of strength and thought. Ooh, that's nasty, Panther. But you're right. And I keep telling y'all, they didn't just take regular people to do nations, to build all these nations all around the world. They didn't just take regular people. They took architects, agriculture, scientists. Okay? But they'll say Africa is left behind. Africa is left behind because they gave up their best and brightest. But now Africa is learning what they've done. They're paying for their sins. They're learning from the sins of their past. And that's why Africa is getting up and thriving. But there's still some parts that is in trouble. It's still some parts that are in trouble. Because what we were supposed to do was spread out. We were supposed to spread out. Africa, look how big Africa is. We would have just spread it out. That's it. That's it. But because of the love of money will make you turn on your own. The love of money will make you turn on your own. Even in social media, look at social media. You have a lot of people who was rocking with small content creators, right? And then when their blessing came, they forgot about the small content creators that they used to rock with. They forgot about all of them because of the love of money. The love of money will make you forget your family, make you forget people who rock with you when you didn't have one dime in your pocket. Okay? So the same thing how we see today in our own culture, this is the same thing how we see today in the melanated culture, right? In America. This is the same thing that played out in Africa. Same thing. The love of money. We just wasn't taken from Africa, and we got to start understanding that. Our kings sold us. Our kings, the head chiefs, they sold us. You couldn't just come to Africa. Listen to me. I don't care that they had weapons. I don't care nothing about that. Our ancestors was hunting down lions. They were hunting down lions. Do you think that a mere gun would have done something to them? Do you think a mere gun would have done something to them? I just want y'all to understand that. I want y'all to understand that. A mere gun. These men are true hunters. You bring in people that don't know nothing about Africa, walking into forests and going through. Do you know how many of our ancestors knew a forest? They didn't even need no road. They just knew where to walk at, which was safe. Nobody gonna tell me that, oh, they just came in the forest and just decimated a whole village. No, they were sold. They were sold. They couldn't just take people and steal them and put them on boats. And those kings not rally soldiers. Come on now. Listen to me. If y'all ain't never see one movie, I want y'all to go watch Shaka Zulu. If y'all ain't never see one movie in your life, okay? One African movie in your life. If you ain't never seen an African movie in your life, go see Shaka. I remember seeing Shaka, and I think I was like maybe a teen or something like that when I saw Shaka Zulu. And I cried like a baby. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell? Even Roots will bring me there too, honey. But Shaka, when I watched Shaka, I said, Lord, this don't make no sense. One man and a million soldiers, one man that they feared. One man that they feared. He feared, listen, people feared him so much, Britain was scared. Can you imagine? Britain was scared of one man in Africa. Come on, y'all. Y'all not putting two and two together. We not putting it together. We not. When people look at Shaka Zulu, right? They seen power. They seen power. This is why on plantations you have never seen. They never keep the ones who are strong. They never keep them ones. They don't. Those ones that they look at you and let you know in your sleep, I'm gonna get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Like they never kept those. They would delete those because they didn't want an uprising. But you forget the same one that you deleted, y'all let him have offspring. Y'all let him have offspring. His bloodline is still there. A lot of our ancestors, that's why you can see people get on social media and they will talk their shit. They will talk their shit. They don't care. You will get people who will walk around. They don't even have to have a peace be still. They know who they are. Do you understand? That comes from our bloodline. I'm just saying. We're not, And Tiffany's wrong. She wrong. She wrong. And our ancestors are wrong too. But I want to share something with y'all. If you ever get a chance, go back home. Go back home and visit back home. It's beautiful. Go back home, visit back home. There's some people that come on social media and be like, we don't want to see Americans here. They're the ops. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. When you go back home, people so happy to see you. They so happy to see you when you go back home. Don't listen to these stupid people who be getting on social media talking about we don't want to see African Americans. Do not listen to them. They're lying. They're lying. Once you find out what tribe you from, go take that DNA test. Find out what tribe you from, and when you get there and tell them that you are from their lineage, baby, you will see. You will see. That's why you see a lot of stars going to check their lineage. They're going to check their bloodline, where they come from. And then when it's unveiled to them, you ever saw when Erykah Badu, right, got hers unveiled to her, and her tribe is about music, and they wear like lavish, like clothing material, bright colors. Y'all see Erykah Badu, you see how she is, and that's in her blood. That's in her bloodline. Okay, when these stars find out what tribe they come from, when they find out what tribe they come from, they so proud. They are so proud. Y'all gotta start going home. Go home. Even if you only go home one time in your life, go home. African people don't hate us. You have even content creators that will get up here and they'll say Africa don't want to see us there. They're lying. There's only these foolish people who come up here and they say we don't want to see African Americans. That's the ops. That's the ops. They don't want you to go back home. They don't want you to go back home. Go back home, y'all. I'm just letting you know. Go home. If you don't go home like every year, okay, you can't go home every year. Travel in Africa is expensive, but if you go home one time in your life, baby, I bet you ain't gonna want to come back. I bet you ain't gonna want to come back. You gonna go and try to get some land and build down there. You is not gonna want to come back. I'm telling you right now, you is not. Don't sit up here and listen to these foolish content creators tell you Africa don't want you. Baby, Africa wants you. Africa wants you. Do you know because of the sins of the past that they had sold us? They wish that did not happen. Africa is not where it's supposed to be right now. Africa is not how it's supposed to be right now. Africa is the grandmother of all nations. She's supposed to be the mighty rock. Because life started with her. But because of our ancestors being greedy, and they saw all these things that all these other nations was bringing to them, they thought that this made sense. Mind you, before slavery, right? Before slavery even kicked off, our ancestors from Africa is the ones that spread it abroad into other parts of the world, okay? And met people and helped them thrive. And that's how they found out that Africa has scientists and agriculture and architects and all this, because our people traveled out and they said, oh no, we can do this if we go down here and show them things that they have never seen before. See, that's the bad part about not going back home. That's one thing that our ancestors did wrong. They traveled out to different nations to build, right? Before slavery, because they wanted to build their own cities and everything like that, okay? But the problem is they didn't go back home. They did not go back home. Mm. Malik, Malik, drop K right now for me, please. I appreciate you. You could kick him out. So now, all I'm saying is that, thanks, Malik. I appreciate you, sir. All I'm saying is that you will have detractors that will get up here and they will tell you Africa don't care nothing about us. Africa never want to see us. That is a lie. That is a lie. Stop believing that. They have a lot of people that are the ops that they don't want you to go back home to see how beautiful Africa is. I'm not saying you just go by yourself. You go with a group. You go with people that you know that's here in America, that they have links to back home, that you know you're going to be safe. I didn't say go to Africa all willy-nilly like you know, no, do that. Don't do that. You go with somebody you can trust to go back home. Do you hear me? Don't listen to all these people telling you that Africa is this and Africa is that. Go back home. It's the most amazing experience you have ever had in your life. Mr. He said, even put in here, he know where he came from. Okay? He know where he came from. Ashanti tribe is in the house. He know where he came from. Some of us don't even know where we came from. Most of us don't even know. We don't have no link. Our ancestors didn't even know either. Great great grandma didn't know. Unless somebody passed it on to her. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I know it was a little long-winded, but I just wanted to talk to y'all about that because allegedly Tiffany think what she said makes sense. Okay? Oh, Tracy said I'm mixed with so much. Tracy, you play too much. You play too much. Jesus is Lord. It's not about where you're from, it's where you're going at this point, love. That's and let me share something with you. Jesus is Lord. He is. There's nothing wrong with you learning your history. There's nothing wrong with you learning your bloodline. Yes, I'm listen, Cody, I got you. I got you, Tracy. I got you too. I have a lot mixed too. I have a lot mixed too on my grandmother's side. So I understand that. But there's nothing wrong with you finding out where you're from. Okay? There's nothing wrong with it at all. Okay? Also, I want us to talk about this thing because this thing still triggered me what this young woman said the other day on the balloon dating show. This triggered me because I was saying, why would she think that this is okay? Y'all listen to this. We about to switch to a different subject. Y'all listen to this real quick.
Now, do you have like anything in particular that is like a red flag for you where you're like, no, that's
if you're not submissive to me, I don't.
Exactly my point. I'm positive because she was saying that she needed a man to be submissive.
Now, do you have like anything in particular that is like a red flag for you where you're like, no, that's
if you're not submissive to me, I don't.
Exactly my point.
I want to know, why do women think that that makes sense? I just want to know that. Why do you want a man to be submissive to you? Why do y'all think that that makes sense? Now, somebody says she just want fuck boy. That's why she says submissive. Now, somebody says she wants somebody from the rainbow community. That's why she wants somebody submissive. I thought that was wild. I was like, wow, why would a woman want a man to be submissive to her? So if somebody break in the house, who going downstairs first? Okay? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you want somebody to be submissive. That mean that you supposed to take care of them. I'm just saying, I want to know, because you want a man to be submissive. Where do y'all be getting these words from? I don't understand that part. Oh, that's nasty. American women so she can do whatever she wants but give a protective shield to die for her. Oh, that's nasty. Nasty mean good. That's what I'm trying to say, my dear. You might be new to my channel, so I just want to explain that to you. Mr. He said they heard men say it. They still answer all 3 times for a year now. What? Say that again. They heard men say it. They still answer all the time for 3 years now. Ooh, okay. And Miss Israel said controlling is hell. Mm-mm-mm. Now, Green Beans is in here. This is the West Coast logic. Oh, wait a minute. Listen, I never heard any woman say she want a man to be submissive to her. Okay? I never heard that. I never heard that. You want a man to be submissive to you. I think you want a weak man. That's what I think. I think you want a weak man because you want a man to be submissive. You want somebody weak. You don't want a real man. You want a boy that's dressed up like a man. Melania says she want a simp. Yes, she want a simp. You want a simp. You want somebody you can dictate to. Oh, Miss Israel says she must be wearing a strap on too. Miss Israel, I'm done with you already this morning. You starting the whole thing. I ain't never heard that, but this, oh man, arguments say it. Ooh, listen, it's nasty. I'm sorry. I've never heard nothing like that. And I don't even know why they think that's funny. To come to a dating show and say, now I think they do it for clicks and views. To come to a dating show and say, I want a man to be submissive. I want a man to be submissive to me. And you know what? This is the same women who get up here and say women who are married are slaves. This is the same woman. I bet you. Same type of women that will get up here and say women are slaves. Hey, Kasim, what's going on, sir? It's good to see you. Yeah. Same women who will get up here and say women who are married are slaves. And I'm going to share something with you. Truthfully, the single woman is the slave. You the slave. I kid you not. I said this on This Might Be Risky, but the truth is the single woman is the slave. Because you want to know why I say this? You the one that has to keep going out trying to find somebody to be with. The woman who is married, she has an on-time husband. She got an on-time husband that's going to come home after work. They're going to be together. She got an on-time husband. Okay? She got a husband that has his schedule and he going to be on time. He going to be on time. And he's going to always be the one to protect and guide his family. You got to worry about every 6 months, is this man done changed up on you? You got to worry about that. You got to worry about all that foolery. You don't know if y'all going to stay together or not. Green beans get on my nerve. Little mama, get your glasses, baby, in your voice. Why do you always tell me that? I be trying my best without the glasses because it's a glare. You play too much. Can't stand you. Wives are not slaves. We are protected and provided for. Yes. That's what it is. That's what it is. But you will get people that will get up here on social media and they will preach this to the heavens. Wives are slaves. First of all, let me share something with you. Why y'all bothering us? Why y'all bothering us? Why y'all bothering us? Why y'all saying we slaves? Why y'all bothering us? Y'all the one that gotta pass that pussy around like the collection plate. Why we gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Why you gotta say we slaves? Why you gotta say we unhappy? But y'all the ones who really unhappy. Now, will I say marriage is overwhelming sometimes? It's for both. The man and the wife. The husband and the wife. It's overwhelming for both. But yet they still come back together and figure it out together. Y'all change men like drawers. Y'all single women, y'all change men like drawers. You don't know if you should have this man around your children or not, if you can trust him or not. Married women, those children belong to the husband. Those children belong to the husband. And if all of them don't belong to the husband, some of them belong to the husband if she was a baby mama. He's not there to decimate the family. He's not there to do anything wrong to the family. But because some of y'all have heard horror stories back in the 60s and stuff like that that has happened, okay? And even now, because they have situations that happen now, and these kids don't tell, and they wait till they get grown to tell, and that's the most painful thing that I have ever heard in my life. And then you also got that old saying they used to say back in the day, whatever happens in my house, stay in my house. That foolery that our mamas used to say to us when we were young. So it prevented us from telling. But not all marriages are like that. Some women live good with their husbands. Some women are content with the one man that they got. Some women are happy that they got this strong man, no matter what size he is, no matter what his weight is, that they have a strong rock. Because a king does not have to be tall and built and all this other stuff. It's the mindset, baby. It's the mindset that makes a king. Some of y'all get up here, some of y'all men too, y'all get in here and be like, oh, you need a strong man that's 6 feet and he's built and all. Let me share something with you. Let me share something with you. I don't care how you look. If she don't respect you, she gonna treat you like shit. No matter how 6 feet you built and everything, if she don't respect you, she gonna treat you like shit. Oh, truth spoken, like it or not. My dear, you'll have to do the replay, baby. We finished already. We almost done. So when y'all sit up here and you be like, marry women as slave, baby, you got to rethink that. You got to rethink that. Because a lot of us is content in our marriage. A lot of us are happy. The ones who are not happy, y'all was not meant to get married. You are not meant to get married because you don't understand the assignment. Marriage is in seasons. You're going to have a season of joy, a season of wealth, a season of abundance, a season of not having, okay? Not having financial stability. You will have different seasons. That doesn't mean you run because you're in a season of barrenness. That doesn't mean you run. That means you hold on. Okay? That means you hold on. No, they don't. Married women don't need no side D. That's where you come with those babies that you don't know if it's your husband, baby, or not. Don't do that. I don't agree with foolery like that. There's a lot of women who believe that foolery. Don't do that. You are not meant to be married. You should have just stayed in the streets and been a hoe. That's it. Stay in them streets and be a hoe. If you don't want to get married, stay in them streets and be a hoe. Because what happens is y'all marriage, when you marry and then y'all call yourself divorcing, all it does is tear up the stats on melanated people. So if you not meant to get married and you don't wanna get married, that's what y'all saying. A lot of y'all say, I don't want to get married. Let me share something with you. Truth be told, if you don't want to get married, right, then you shouldn't be fucking. I said it. If you say you don't want to get married, you shouldn't be fucking. Mm-hmm. And you shouldn't have no babies. That's the truth. That's the truth. I'm just letting you know right now. You don't want to get married. You shouldn't be fucking and you shouldn't have no babies. Nobody don't want to tell y'all the truth, but that's the truth. That's the truth. Because let me share something with you. Fucking is for married people. That's why I feel so good. That's why I feel so good. It's for married people. That's a plus. That's the design of the Almighty. It's a plus. It's the truth. Fucking is for married people. That's why it's so sweet when you do it. That's why a lot of y'all pray that a woman don't tell you put on a condom. It's the truth. It's the truth. Because we all know fucking raw feel good. That's the truth. It's meant to feel like that. We not meant to wear condoms, but you're supposed to. That's the truth. Corey Joe, thank you, sir, for the $5 super chat. Ecclesiastics 2 are better than 1 because they have good rewards for their labor. Ooh, I love that. I love that. Thank you, sir. King James Version 4:9:10. Mm-hmm. You're right. It's true. And so, with that being said, a lot of y'all don't understand the assignment. So you do it and wind up in trouble. I'm one of them too. I'm guilty of the same thing. Fucking and not married. I'm guilty of the same thing. When I thought I had all the understanding, I'm guilty of the same thing. Okay? I'm guilty of the same thing, but when I learned that what the hell I was doing was wrong, then I understood the assignment better. This is why when we out here doing boo boo the fool nonsense, it feels so good because it's meant for you to be married. It's supposed to feel good. It's meant for married folk. So if you don't want to get married, that's fine. I'm not mad with you. But you ain't supposed to be fucking and it ain't supposed to be children around. You ain't supposed to have no offspring at all. But you know, y'all missed that part. Y'all missed that part. Y'all always miss that part. It just fly right over your head. I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it too. Yes, when you learn better, you do better. That's the truth. You learn better. When you learn better, you do better. And a lot of us is still in the dark ages where y'all think it's okay to be fucking around having babies with men that don't mean you no good. God gave us one job to do. God gave us one job to do. And the job is one of the most important ones. Who gets to continue here on earth and who don't? And we have been fucking up, letting Pookie and Rere, these jesters, bloodline continue. And the King bloodline doesn't continue. There's a lot of good men who don't have children. They don't have children because they ain't find the right woman yet. They do not have children. They don't want to bring children into this world because a lot of them have not found a good woman to have kids with. Yes, I know a couple right now. Okay, and y'all will get out here, and Miss Israel even put it down right now. In them STDs, y'all will rather fuck around and get all this nonsense because you want new dick. Y'all fuck around and do all this nonsense because you want new dick. And some of y'all married people who go out here and do this boo-boo the fool nonsense, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy to be cheating on your husband or your wife. Y'all crazy. Because the first thing that I'll be thinking of, this person body look good, but do they got a disease? Do they got something I can't get rid of that I'm going to bring home to my husband? You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I'm thinking. But because this person had enticed you, they done fucked your mind. Because that's what happened when women cheat. They done fucked your mind. So since they done fucked your mind, you ready to spread your legs like the Red Sea. And so you do it. So you do it. Okay? You go ahead and you just go and screw this person, and you don't know what this person got inside their body, but all you know is that the dick feel good right now. And then 6 months down the road, you find out something you can't get rid of. You find out you got something you can't get rid of, and you give it to someone that you claim to love. Y'all gotta stop fucking around like that. Y'all got to stop fucking around like that. It doesn't lead anywhere. This person just want to fuck you. They don't want nothing else from you. They just want to be able to say they slept with you. They don't want nothing else from you, baby. And you sitting up there being fooled. Being fooled by this one person because you infatuated with him. And then this is another thing too. Y'all get up here quick to say, my husband don't spend no time with me. My husband ain't never home. I'm bored all the time. I'm bored. Get a motherfucking hobby. Get a motherfucking hobby. You bored, right? So immediately your mind lead to sex. I'm bored. Get a hobby. This man out here working to make sure your family is taken care of. And the only thing you can think about is fucking another man while this man is at work. My sisters, you got to rethink this stuff. You love your husband. Do what you supposed to do. I ain't sitting up here talking about marriage is perfect. Marriage is not perfect. Everybody go through some bullshit. But you got to do what you supposed to do. My young women out here, some of y'all is learning the assignment. Y'all like, I don't want to be a baby mother. And I applaud y'all for saying that shit. Don't be no damn baby mama. That shit is hard. These women come to social media and preach that shit to y'all. Oh, it's easy being a baby. No, the fuck it's not. They're lying. It's not easy. I've done it for a long time before my king even just knew I was going to be his wife. I did that shit for many years. That shit is hard. It is not easy. It is not easy. Stop letting these foolish women on social media make you think, oh, it's easy to have a baby. Excuse me. It's easy to have a baby. It's so much better having a baby than having a husband. No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not. Melania said, if you want to see a new man, tell him to flip that hat around. Yes, honey. I said the same thing. Flip that hat backwards. Tell him to grow out a beard or something. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right, honey. During missionary. That's right, honey. Tell him, honey, I need you to put a hat on. You want him to look different to you. If he wears hat to the front all the time, ask him to flip it around, damn it. While you doing doggy style. Let's not, You want a new man? Tell him to do something else. Honey, can you wear a baseball cap to bed or something like that? Talk dirty to me in my ear. Something. If you want a new man, do that. Do that. Ask him that. Then he might even tell you, baby, can you put on a different wig tonight? Can you put on a blue wig, a red wig, a yellow wig? Something, damn it. I'm just saying. We wanna ride the next dick. Cause you bored at home. You bored. And you wind up destroying your family. And this is the famous words that y'all use all the time. I ain't happy. Who the fuck told you in marriage you was going to be happy 24/7? A lot of y'all will go and decimate your home because you said, I ain't happy. I ain't happy. A lot of y'all will decimate your home because you ain't happy. Who said you was going to be happy all the time? Even, let me share something with you. Just like you ain't happy, your husband ain't happy either. He ain't happy either. One day I had to catch myself. One day I was like, I ain't happy. That's what I was saying. In my mind, I ain't happy. And I looked at my husband. And he just was reading something. He was laying back in his lazy boy. You know what I did? I went and started messing with him. I just laid right on top of him. He said, all you do is like to play. I said, I just want you to hold me a little bit. Because I think you need this because I need it too. And he told me, baby, thank you. Kissed me back. We held each other. We played. Okay. And let me share something with you. Learn to be more affectionate with your husband. Kiss him more. Hold him more. Tell him you appreciate him. I want you to understand that it's you and him against the world. Y'all team together. You are one. I don't want to say team. You are one. You are one. So anything that happens to him, it happens to you. They need that appreciation. Malik just said we need that too. They need that appreciation. You know what my husband do that be so funny sometimes? Our bed is big. We got a big bed, okay? My side, he will always come on my side. You will see his side just empty, everything just empty, okay? He will come on my side intentionally and lay there and like spray across, right? So I can't get on the bed. So then when I try to go around to his side, he'll be like, you can't get over here. You can't get over here. I want you to come on your side. So now I got to get my happy ass and lay on him. And then he gonna tell me this is what I wanted you to do. And y'all know what else happened. It go left after that. But anyway, okay? They need that affection just like we need it too. Cherish your husband. You don't know how long you got him here. You don't know how long God will grant him to be here. Cherish him while he's here. Love on him. Oh, Miss Israel said mine 6'7" in height. Miss Israel, you play too much. Go ahead, girl. Climb that tree. I understand. Okay? I'm just saying, learn how to be affectionate to these men. You don't have to be hard all the time. You don't have to be nasty all the time. My husband gonna tell me yesterday we were doing something. We made it upstairs to the room. And I was talking to him, and you know what he told me? He turned around and looked at me. He said, you ain't got to be nasty when you talk to me. And I looked at him. I said, I'm not being nasty, baby. He said, no, you being nasty. I said to him, I said, well, I apologize if I'm being nasty. And he looked at me. He said, because you said it to me sexy. You ain't nasty no more. I started laughing because why would you say I said it nasty and I didn't the first time? But all I'm saying is that y'all treat your husband well while you got him. Don't be like these other women out here so foolish. They out here talking about, I don't need no man. There's 10 men in my DMs and all this bullshit, and they just want to fuck you. Did you hear what I said? They just want to fuck you. That's it. That's why they in your DMs. But the same man who spin you around from the chandelier every night, that's the one that wants you. That's the one that wants you. But y'all don't see that part. You get up here and say, I'm not happy, so you decimate the kingdom. Stop listening to these women that tell you, oh, it's better to be single than married. They're lying. They're lying. That's when you get these women come on social media, like this woman I showed y'all yesterday. A couple weeks ago, she said she asked Yahweh to take away her desire to sleep with her husband. Because she going through a divorce with her husband. So she said she asked Yahweh to take away the desire for her to sleep with her husband. But then just yesterday, they released a video of her talking about she want to fuck this young boy who 22 years old. His name is Andrew, and he's a basketball player. Okay? Yes. So how is it that you come to social media and tell us you had a wet dream about a young 22-year-old boy, okay? A young 22-year-old boy that you want to fuck, but you told us that Yahweh, you asked Yahweh to take away the desire for you to sleep with your husband because you're going through a divorce. You's a damn lie. Yahweh ain't going to do that. You're lying. And you got on social media and you thought that shit made sense. It did not make sense. Okay? God word can never go back to him void. You saying you talk to Yahweh. That's what you say. You saying you talk to Yahweh. And you told Yahweh, I need you to take away the desire for me to sleep with my husband. You need your ass kicked. I don't support violence. Take heed to the message does not support violence. But then you turn around and say you had a wet dream about a 22-year-old boy. Not boy, I'm sorry. 22-year-old young man. And he was fucking you. And he was giving you all everything that you wanted. He was ravishing you. That's what you said. That's what he was doing. He was ravishing you and giving you this way and that way and all this other stuff because it was in your mind, baby. It was in your mind, okay? And us women who are married, all we did was laugh at you. All we did was laugh at you. Because the same way you getting up here having a wet dream, there's a king laying right next to us. That all we got to do is do a tap. Honey. Honey, I need to be touched right now. Honey, yes. How many women can get up here and raise their hand and tell it and say they ask their husband, I need you to touch me right now. I need you to touch me right now. Okay, I'm at the head of the class raising my hand. I'm one of those women. Honey, I need you to touch me right now. And he looked at me and he said, what you gonna do first? Yeah. So we not sitting up there happy that you had a wet dream. You's an idiot. You's an idiot. I don't support bullying. Take heed to the message does not support bullying. But you's an idiot. You up here telling us what? We give two shits that you had a wet dream about some young boy who 22 years old. We give two shits. All you did was do an IG booty call so the young boy can see the doggone video in the first place. Because you know they tagged them in the damn video. They tagged the young boy in the video. And you know what? She talking about she love God and all this other stuff. This is women. Sometimes y'all women get on my nerve. You love God so much that you told him to take away the desire for you to sleep with your husband. Yes, and she 32 or 34. That's right. You had the desire. You ready to go cheat with some young man. You going through a divorce. You going to go sleep with some young man that's 22 years old. I hope you throw your back out. I hope you throw your back out. Miss Israel, you quick. I hope you throw your back out. Yeah, I hope you throw your back out for trying to sleep with a 22-year-old. You done lost your mind. Then get up here and make us think you doing something. Oh, I had a wet dream. I don't know what that mean. You know what it mean? That mean you horny, bitch. That's what it mean. That's all it mean. You horny. That's it. Jay said online coochie for sale. That's what it mean. You're horny. You had a wet dream. It means you're horny. That's what it means. You need somebody to lay you down. That's what it means. But married women who give it to their husband on a regular, they don't have that problem. They don't have that problem. And if they did have that problem, you know what they do? They just tap their husband. Say, honey, you ain't gonna believe I had the dream about you last night. You ain't gonna believe the dream I had about you. And you know what he gonna say? You should just woke me up. I would have handled that. I would have handled that. You could have just woke me up. That's all. That's what he gonna tell you. That ain't no problem. And you gonna say, honey, but we gotta get ready for work. And you know he gonna say, don't worry. Don't worry, I'm gonna call in a little late. Let me take care of you real quick. Yes, he gonna do it. He gonna do it. He gonna do it. Once you told him you had a wet dream about him last night, he already mad at you because you ain't wake him up. He already mad. He like, nah, I could have handled that. You ain't even had to have no wet dream. All you had to do was wake up from the dream and just start kissing on me. There would have been a problem. Shout out to my brothers who be ready. Shout out to my brothers, the married men who be ready to wreck shop. Shout out to my brothers. My king is in that camp right there. He one of those ones you tell him this is what, nah, baby, nah, I can handle this right now. You don't have to, You ain't even got to finish the story. Don't worry, I can handle this right now. Let me just call in, let them know I'm gonna be a little late. I can handle this right now. Shout out to the kings who say I can call in a little late. I can handle this right now. But you decided, let's go on. Let me go on social media. Let me go on social media and ask them, what does this mean? Yes, Jay said, let's recant that dream. Yes, recant the dream, baby, to your husband. Recant the dream. Mm-hmm. Free me. What if he does not? I don't know any men who say he don't want to sleep with his wife. Now, unless the wife been pushing him away, because there are husbands that are like that they have been trying to touch their wife, and then every time you turn around, she says no. So if you have a wife like that, and every time you turn around and she say no, you go into her, and every time she say no, miss, stop asking. My sisters, read the writing on the wall, baby. If you keep pushing your husband away, baby, okay? Every time he come and you push him away and you're not inviting him, that's your problem. Tara said, I never had that problem. Tara, be nice. Okay? Free me said, no, I want it. Okay. I don't know. Something's wrong, baby. I don't know. Something's wrong. Oh, Malik said, or she's treating him bad. Smart mouth and attitude all the time. That's true too. It can go left like that too. It depends on how you talk to him. Okay, and Cody said tease him. Yeah, tease him work too. Tease him work too. Cause I had on this bad jumpsuit yesterday, and me and my king was together, and he told me, damn, you just a big girl. You just a big girl. Damn. And that's what he said to me. Okay? And it went down. Y'all already know it went down. It went down. I ain't even got to go into detail. It went down. So now, you got to be more inviting to your husband. You got to learn that. Be more inviting to him. Okay? Be more inviting. Men love that. They love that. Be more inviting. Be more welcoming. You know, when my husband tapped me on the shoulder, I get that little shoulder tap at night. I tell him, baby, come on. You know what I'm saying? Come on, baby. I sound inviting. You got to sound inviting to your husband. If you always tell him, oh, man, oh, my goodness, I'm so tired. Why all the time? Why, why this, why that? I got a headache. If you act like that to him all the time, he's going to stop asking you. And you know what's going to happen? That work wife gonna get that dick. That work wife gonna get that dick. She gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. Because he tired of asking you every time. And you gonna get some women that's in the chat and they gonna be like, well, men do this and men do that and this and that. The problem is that if you don't have respect for your husband, and this is another thing too that women don't understand. If you don't have respect for your husband, your marriage will always go left. It will always go left. If you do not have any respect for him, it will always go left. Once he find out you don't have no respect for him, it's hard for him to even sleep with you. It's hard for him to take anything from you once he find out that you could belittle him in public and disrespect him. I'm just saying. Cody said the lack of respect will trickle to the bedroom. This is true. Oh, Malik is asking at Free Me, how are you treating him? It could be something like that too. It could be treatment, honey. Okay? Men rarely deny their wives. They do. Married men rarely deny their wives. I have never heard of it before. But when people come to social media and they tell me that a man has denied them, more than likely, it's because You're not inviting him. More than likely, when he asks you to, and we about to get deep with this one. More than likely, I want y'all to know this is trigger warning, everybody. When he asks you to suck his dick, right? This is for my married women. When he asks you to suck his dick and you're grabbing it and you're like, you doing it all hard and stuff like that, he not gonna ask you suck his dick no more. He not gonna ask you. But if you sucking his dick and you're taking your time and you hear the moan, once you hear the moan, you got him. Okay? Once you hear the moan, you got him. When you hear his head fall back, and you hear the moan, you got him. Okay? You got him. I'm trying to teach you some game right now. Once you hear that moan, you got him. Okay? You got him, baby. Once you hear him do that moan, you got him. Anything that you want right now, he gonna bring forth because you got him already. You already got him. So now, if you going and sucking his dick all hard and everything, and he not gonna ask you, he's not gonna ask you no more. You won't even have to. That's the same thing when y'all making love. If he's asking for the love making, right? If he's asking for the love making, and you quickly tell him, I don't want to fuck you, I don't want to sleep with you, every time you want sex, this and that, he's not gonna come. He's not gonna come. When you push him, he not gonna come. He not gonna ask you. See, because I'm gonna share something with you. The work wife is the one that's calling him king. How you doing, king? How's your day? She the one who rub his back while he at the water cooler, or they out at lunch together or something. She the one that will rub his back. How you doing? You smell so good today. I love your beard. I love your new haircut. Cause she noticed that. You ain't noticed that shit. When my husband get his hair cut, he get his beard done and everything, I always tell him, baby, you look good today. And you know what he tell me? Don't start no shit. Don't start no shit. Cause don't start no shit. He always tell me that. You don't compliment him. The work wife is doing it. When it's time for you to fuck him, you not fucking him right. You not. You rushing and fucking him. And the work wife is not going to do that. She's not going to rush and fuck him. She's going to fuck him like she trying to win a degree. Okay? She going to take time like she in class. I'm just letting you know. Hey, Grace. Grace, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, honey. Now, this is Grace famous saying on her own channel. She always put this on her own channel. Shout out to Embrace the Grace. Y'all go follow my sister. Also, shout out to Miss Israel. Y'all go follow my sister as well. She has her own YouTube page. She says less nagging and more gagging. Now, she used this on her own platform. Now, I tell women to suck your husband dick, but she used that gagging stuff. I don't use that one. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Learn how to take time and sleep with your husband. Learn how to do that. Walker said, work wife Wendy is always with the foolishness. Yes, she is. Malik said, you cooking this morning, take heed. Malik, you know I always start in trouble. You know I'm always starting trouble. Tara, come on in here. You better get in here and start this trouble. You a married wife. You already know. So that's why I'm telling y'all, learn how to make love to your husband more. Learn how to be more affectionate to him. It doesn't always have to be y'all fucking. I mean, that's a plus. Yeah, you should always want to fuck your husband. I'm serious. But be affectionate to him. Kiss him, hug him more, be around him. It helps you. It helps you because sometimes those kids get on your motherfucking nerve and you need to like, come out of that mess. So you need to be held sometime. Go lay on him. He on his lazy boy. Go lay on him. I want to be under you. He might be reading a book or something. Go lay on him. And you know what he gonna do? He gonna cuddle you. He gonna cuddle you. Many times my husband will be doing something. I will go lay my big ass on him. And he'll look at me. He said, you just trouble. That is it. Even in your, even because we my husband met me when we were younger. We married when we were young. And now that we older, he always tell me, you always laying his big ass on me. And I tell him, yes, honey, it's yours. So now, learn how to lay on this man. Learn how to be affectionate towards him. I'm just telling y'all, I know what I'm saying. Because let me share something with you. Work wife want to do it. She see how you not treating him. And when she get him, baby, she gonna take him. When she get him, she gonna take him. Y'all that keep denying him, I got a headache. I don't feel good today. My stomach hurt. This and all this other stuff. Listen, you better start taking some Advil, some Tylenol or something. Get you some Pepto-Bismol for that stomach. You better stop. You better stop every time something hurting. Yes, it does. Cody, you right. It does. You got to change your mindset to your husband. If y'all keep pushing him away, you're going to keep getting bad results. The marriage is going to fall. A lot of y'all will sit up here and say, um, my husband don't do this, my husband don't do that. If your husband told the shit that you done to the world, because some of y'all come to social media and y'all talk shit about your husband, you will never hear me get up here and talk shit about my king, even if I don't agree with some of the stuff he say. I would never take him and embarrass him on social media. Nope, I love my husband. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I love my husband. Even if shit might go wrong, I'm not gonna sit up here and tell y'all some shit about my king because I love him. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell y'all nonsense because my king don't talk about me like that, even to his friends. And I'm not the best wife in the world, but I do some shit that make him mad, but he will never go and disgrace my name anywhere. And a lot of y'all, okay? Oh, Melania said, wear more perfume. Listen, more perfume, white diamond, baby. White diamond is my favorite, but that's an old school. That's an old school perfume. So y'all probably wear something else. And I love oil, black love, Muslim oil. I love black love. Whoo, man, that thing is fire. Okay, now a lot of y'all deny y'all husbands. A lot of y'all do that. Y'all be denying him. Y'all gotta learn how to start taking Tylenol, Pepto-Bismol. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. Y'all gotta learn the assignment. Those kids get you aggravated. Listen, go put them kids to sleep. Go get in the shower. Okay, go get in the shower. Clean that body from top to bottom, honey. And if you ain't got no lingerie, go lay on that bed naked. He gonna take you naked. He gonna take you in your birthday suit. He gonna take you in your birthday suit. Oil up real good, honey, before you lay on that bed. He gonna take you in your birthday suit, honey. Bend you over, teach you what it is, honey. Teach you what it is, honey. All right? I'm just saying. Learn it, honey. Learn it. Learn it. Keep that JJ clean. Some of y'all don't clean that JJ right. Keep that JJ clean, honey. Lay that thing on your husband. Okay? I just want you to know that. Lay that thing on him. He need that. He need that. I know a lot of content creators ain't gonna talk to y'all like this. But, I've been married a long time. I'm gonna say it. Okay? I'm gonna say it. Sleep with your husband. Stop denying him. Thank you, baby, for the $1.99 super chat, baby. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you, honey. Yeah, you listen. Y'all gotta stop listening to these women. And this is another thing too. When you mad with your husband, stop immediately saying you deny him sex. Don't do that. You mad with him, so you deny him his privileges. You gotta stop doing that. You still supposed to cook. You still supposed to clean. You still supposed to respect him, even if you mad with him. It's still your duties. Because let me share something with you. If your husband stopped his wifely duties, I'm sorry, y'all. If your husband stopped his husband duties, right? If he said, I ain't paying this motherfucking mortgage. I ain't paying no motherfucking light bill. I ain't buying no motherfucking food in this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I ain't paying the insurance of the car and shit. Cause she ain't giving me no pussy. I'm not doing, she not cooking, she not cleaning up, she not doing what she's supposed to do. I ain't doing shit. If he decided to do that shit, the house will fall apart. The house will fall the fuck apart. But when y'all get mad with your husband, you like, I ain't fucking him. I ain't cooking, I ain't cleaning. Now let me share something with you. When I was younger, I thought that shit made sense. When I was younger, I thought that shit made sense. And I remember my husband said to me, he said this to me. He said, oh, I'm getting a lag, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting a lag, y'all. Hold on. I'm getting a lag. Give me 1 minute. I'm getting a lag. I don't know. Okay, now stop. He said to me one day, you like sex more than I do. That's what he said. You like the fuck more than I do. Let's see how long this lasts. That's what he told me. Let's see how long this lasts. He said, you don't want to cook, you don't want to clean, you don't want to do what you're supposed to do, you don't want to fuck me like you're supposed to. Let's see how long this lasts. He was right. That shit did not last long at all. I was so hot and ready. I just went and just did everything what the fuck I was supposed to do. Mr. He said start telling them no dick. No dick. That's going to fix everything. And I laughed so hard when he had said that a couple days ago. And it's right. Especially if you love fucking your husband. That's a problem right there. So I don't do that bullshit like, oh, I'm not fucking you today. I don't do that. I don't even put that on the table. I ain't gonna fuck you today. I do not do that. I do not do that. I even if I'm mad, I still go cook, I still go clean, I still do what I'm supposed to do. Cause I learned my motherfucking lesson when I was younger. Y'all think that shit is funny. It's not. Take heed to the message. Thank you, Query Joe, for the $2 super chat. Take heed to the mess. Take heed with the marriage counseling. I don't know if this is marriage counseling. Yes. Gerald said, if you stop, the less motivated he'll be. It's true. It's true. It is true, honey. Always keep those sexual healing doors open. Always keep them doors open, baby. Always be inviting to your husband. Because let me share something with you. If you got a good husband, you got a problem. Because just like women smell money, they smell good husbands too. You have a problem. If you have a good husband, you have a motherfucking problem. Because just like women smell money, they smell a good husband too. They can smell it. They can smell it, honey. It's like candy on a Sunday morning. They can smell a good husband. So if you got a good husband, fuck your husband on a regular. Fuck him when he want it, honey. If the kids ain't around and he say, I want to fuck you in the living room, pull that nightgown up and fuck your husband in the living room. He say, I want to fuck you in the garage, okay? All right? I want to fuck you in the garage, okay? Crack the garage door open just a little bit, okay? Crack the garage door open. Don't have that car on. Don't have no car on. And fuck him in the garage. Yes. He say, I want you to fuck me in my man cave. Fuck him in his man cave. Learn how to do that shit, okay? If he say, I need you to give me head in my man cave, that's his dream. Get you a motherfucking pillow and put them pillow down there on the motherfucking floor and start sucking his dick. Do that. Okay? Miss Israel said, no room is untouchable. That's right, because if he paid mortgage in that motherfucker, no room is untouchable. Okay? Except the kids. We ain't doing the kids. But I'm just letting you know. Okay? Fuck everywhere else. Okay? Kitchen, living room, dining room, garage, everywhere. Okay? In the shed if you want to. Okay? Fuck this man. Fuck your husband. Stop that. Y'all holding that pussy like it's a trophy. It's not a trophy. He done already bought it, baby. It's bought and paid for. It's not a trophy. Give that pussy. Have friendly pussy. Monique said her husband told her she had friendly pussy when she wasn't married to him. That's what Monique said. But I want to change it around to y'all, married women. Have friendly pussy with your husband. Okay? Have friendly pussy with your husband. Give your husband that friendly pussy. Okay? Be friendly with your husband with that pussy. Stop being stingy. Okay? Have friendly pussy. I don't know how many times I gotta say that to y'all. Have friendly pussy with him. Okay? Whisper in his ear when he come home from work, baby, you want this pussy. Tell him. And I bet you he gonna look at you smiling. He gonna touch his beard like this. And he gonna say, meet me upstairs in 5. I'm gonna be ready for you. Mind you, he done worked all motherfucking day. He done did like 16 hours. He done did like 16 hours. He done already. Okay? Okay? He done already did 16 hours. But once you whisper to him, baby, you want this pussy. Okay? You know what he gonna do? He gonna say, meet me upstairs in 5. Okay? I'm gonna go shower. He don't even want to eat. He don't even want to eat nothing. He like, meet me upstairs at 5. Okay? Get the motherfucking kids together. Tell them kids, don't knock on the door. Don't knock on the door. Anything you need, you wait till you see me come downstairs. That's what you tell them. Okay? Learn how to get it together. These men need this healing. These husbands need it. I said husband. I said husband. I said husband. You want to give head? Husband. Okay? I don't support anything else. I don't support anything else. Your husband, you must give head to. Fuck your husband on a daily basis. Give him that pussy. That's friendly pussy. Somebody said, be friendly with your mouth. Be friendly with your mouth. Damn it. That's my new one too. Thank you, baby. Be friendly with your mouth. Yes. Your husband. You heard me, right? Tara said, my husband. Say it again, Tara. My husband, baby. Be friendly with your mouth and your pussy with your husband. Some of y'all denying these men. Y'all got them just crying for some affection. You got this man on E, but you running around there spending all his money. But you got him on E. Baby, I don't know how many times I have sat up there and now mind you, this is one thing that I use. I use this for myself, okay? I use this for myself. Okay? I use this on my husband all the time. And he know. He don't even care. He know. Now, I might tell him this is something that I want, right? And he'll tell me in the budget it's not gonna work out in the budget, baby. You ain't gonna be able to get it, right? This is what happened. So now when we get upstairs and it's nighttime, and I'll tell him I will do some strange things for a piece of change. That's what I tell him. And he'll tell me, you a bad girl. What you gonna do for some strange things? What you gonna do? Do some strange things for a piece of change. What you gonna do? That's what he tell me. So I tell him this is what I'm gonna do. And he tell me, well, baby, if you want that money, you know you gotta, and I do it. And by the time I'm finished, I got everything I wanted. That's what we got. That's what we got. Okay? Now, y'all wives who do the right thing, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all wives that say your husband don't give you nothing, that's because you ain't fucking him right. That's why. You're not being obedient to him. That's why. Because a man ain't going to cherish something that talks to him like he ain't shit. Okay? If you talk to him like he ain't shit and you treat him like he shit, he ain't going to do right by you. Because he like, what the hell? You want all this from me and you can't even respect me? So that's why a lot of y'all have problems with your husband. Because you ain't fucking him and you ain't being obedient to him. You ain't cooking, you ain't cleaning the house, you ain't loving on him. That's why a lot of y'all have problems. But I know once I get him to drop his motherfucking head like this, I got him. Yes, I got him. Once I see my husband go like this, and he ain't saying that, I got him. I got him. I just want to let you know I got him. And my sisters, learn how to do that. You got him. Once he do that head back like that, you got him. Now you can ask for everything you want to ask for. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right? I said it. I said it. Take a picture, write it down. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't care. I'm just letting you know. My married women, learn the assignment. Okay? Learn the assignment. Keep your husband happy. You don't need to have these what they call that? You don't need to have these skanks running around your husband. I'm just letting you know. Keep him drained. Learn how to keep him drained. Learn how to fuck this man on a regular. Stop scheduling bullshit. It don't make sense. I'm done, everybody. I'm done running my mouth today. Okay? Y'all take heed to the message. Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful day. If you feel my motherfucking content, hit the like button. If you don't like my shit, keep fucking scrolling. I give two shits if you don't like my shit. You still heard it, okay? If you don't like my shit, scroll. But if you like my shit, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It's gonna always be truth telling over here. Even when you don't like it, it's gonna always be truth telling over here. Even when you don't like it. That's how it is. Much love to you all. Anybody who want to donate to the channel can donate through Cash App, can donate through Super Chat as well. My Cash App link is in my bio on my YouTube page. Also, if you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubnracksfashion.com. If you're interested, you could come rock with us. There's 5 links in the bio. So you got ubnracksfashion.com, eBay, Pushmart, Macari, and Etsy. 5 links for our family business. We legit, okay? We pay taxes, y'all. It's real, okay? Also, if you want to buy merch, okay, YouTube does merch. They have at the top of my page, you'll see shopper store. So you'll see cups, hoodies, mugs, bags, water bottles with a cartoon character of myself. And you'll see in the background, it'll say take heed to the message, okay? Much love to all my regulars who come in and put a comment in here. Much love to all my followers. And for the ones who just started coming, much love to you all. Thank you for participating in my chat and rocking with me today. I greatly appreciate you all, okay? And also, I'm always live on the morning, 9:30, okay? 9:30. And if you don't see me 9:30, it'll probably be in the evening time. I'm probably doing something, trying to deal with things with my family, or I'm handling something that my king want me to do. All right. Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful day. Please be safe. And thank you to all who donated to me today. I greatly appreciate it. Take heed to the message.